chosen one, stop. Do not scroll past this. What I am about to tell you is going to explain something you have wondered about your entire life. Why are people uncomfortable around you? You have not done anything to them. You have not said anything offensive. You have not attacked them or challenged them or confronted them. Yet, when you walk into a room, certain people tense up. When you speak, they become defensive. When you simply exist in their presence, they get agitated. And you have spent years wondering what is wrong with you, analyzing yourself, questioning yourself, blaming yourself, trying to figure out what you did to make them react this way. Let me tell you the truth that is going to change everything. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a mirror, and mirrors do not lie. At exactly 3:33 this morning, I was pulled into a vision that brought tears to my eyes. I saw a massive room filled with people. They were all wearing masks, beautiful, elaborate, carefully crafted masks. Some masks showed confidence they did not feel. Some masks showed peace they did not have. Some masks showed love they did not carry. Everyone was comfortable. Everyone was performing. Everyone was pretending. Then one person walked into the room without a mask. They were not doing anything special. They were not trying to expose anyone. They were simply being themselves. And the moment they entered, the atmosphere shifted. People started adjusting their masks. Some masks began to crack. Some masks started slipping. And the people wearing those masks became visibly agitated. Then God's voice filled the space. He said, "This is what happens when my mirrors enter rooms full of masks. They do not have to say anything. They do not have to do anything. Their presence alone disrupts the performance. Their authenticity alone exposes the pretense, and the people who have invested everything in their masks will always be uncomfortable around those who refuse to wear one. Tell my chosen ones that they are not the problem. They are the revelation, and revelation is never comfortable for those who are hiding. That word is for you. You are a mirror. And what you reflect makes certain people deeply uncomfortable. Do not skip this message. Do not scroll away. If you leave before the end, you will keep carrying guilt for something that was never your fault. Stay with me. The truth you are about to hear will set you free. Before we go deeper, I need you to do something. Type "I am the mirror" in the comments below. This is not just typing. This is a declaration. You are accepting what you have always been. You are releasing the guilt for how people react to you. Type it now and subscribe immediately. Turn on all notifications. What comes after this video will reveal how to walk in this assignment without being destroyed by it. Subscribe now. You did not find this video by accident. You found it because you have been questioning yourself for too long. God scheduled this message, and the confusion ends tonight. Let me describe something, and you tell me if it sounds familiar. You walk into a gathering. It could be a family function, a work event, a social situation. You are not trying to cause problems. You are not trying to dominate the conversation. You are just being present, being yourself. And within minutes, someone targets you. They make a passive-aggressive comment. They subtly challenge something you said. They question your intentions. They bring up something from your past. They poke at an old wound, and everyone else in the room acts like it is normal. Like you are being too sensitive for noticing. Like you are making a big deal out of nothing. So you start to question yourself. Maybe I am overreacting. Maybe I am being paranoid. Maybe it is just me. Number, it is not just you. You are being targeted. And here is why. Your presence disrupts pretense. Your energy exposes performance. Your authenticity confronts their facade. and they cannot handle it. God says tonight, you are not doing anything to them. You are simply being, but your being, your energy, your frequency, it acts like a mirror. And when certain people look into that mirror, they do not like what they see. They see their own inauthenticity. They see their own compromises. They see their own unhealed trauma. They see their own buried shame. They see their own unfulfilled potential. And instead of dealing with what the mirror is showing them, they attack the mirror. They try to crack it. They try to distort it. They try to cover it up. Because as long as you are standing there being real, being whole, being unapologetically yourself, you remind them of everything they are pretending not to be. This is not your fault. This is not something you are doing wrong. This is your assignment. You were born to be a catalyst, a disruptor, a truth revealer. Not through preaching, not through judgment, not through confrontation, but simply through presence. Your job is not to make people comfortable. Your job is to make people conscious. And consciousness is not comfortable. Awareness is not easy. Truth is not convenient. So when people react to you with hostility, defensiveness, or resistance, it is not about you. It is about what you activate in them. It is about what you reveal in them. It is about what you trigger in them. And that trigger is not your responsibility to manage. It is theirs. Jesus spoke over your assignment. He said, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden." Matthew 5:14. But what they do not tell you about being light is that light exposes. Light reveals. Light makes visible what was hidden in darkness. And those who have built their lives in darkness will always be uncomfortable when the light enters. Do not apologize for being light. Do not dim yourself to make others comfortable. I did not place light in you so you could hide it. I placed light in you so the world could see. Let them be uncomfortable. Their discomfort is the beginning of their awakening. Within 14 days, you will walk into a room and someone will react to you. Do not question yourself. Do not shrink. Remember what you are. You are the mirror. Their reaction is about them, not you. Do not skip what comes next. The Spirit is about to reveal something deeper. Let me talk about the specific kind of loneliness that comes with this assignment. It is not that you do not have people around you. It is that most people around you do not see you. They see a projection. They see what they need you to be so they can stay comfortable. They see a version of you that fits their narrative, but they do not see the real you, the whole you, the complex, multidimensional, ever-evolving you. And when you try to show them more of yourself, when you try to share your depth, your thoughts, your revelations, they shut down. They change the subject. They minimize what you said. They make a joke to deflect. And you are left standing there feeling invisible, even though you are right in front of them. This happens because most people are not looking for truth. They are looking for comfort. They are not seeking growth. They are seeking validation, and you cannot help but challenge them. Just by being authentic, just by asking real questions, just by refusing to participate in surface-level exchanges, your honesty feels like an accusation to people who are invested in denial. Your depth feels like a judgment to people who are committed to staying shallow. So they pull away. They create distance. They stop inviting you, and you wonder what you did wrong. But here is the truth. You did not do anything wrong. You just refused to play the game. You refused to wear the mask, and that refusal was more than they could handle. Archangel Michael declared over your loneliness, "I have watched chosen ones spend years trying to fit into spaces that were never designed for them. They shrink themselves. They dull their light. They pretend to be less than they are, all to maintain connections that were draining them anyway. But heaven is rearranging your relationships right now. The ones who cannot handle your truth are being moved out. The ones who will celebrate your depth are being moved in. The loneliness you feel is not permanent. It is a transition. It is the space between who is leaving and who is arriving. Do not fill that space with people who require your smallness. Wait for the ones who can handle your wholeness. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 activates over your connections. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. The right people are coming, people who do not need you to be anything other than yourself. People who appreciate your depth instead of being threatened by it. People who celebrate your growth instead of punishing you for it. Within 21 days, one of these people will appear. You will feel something different with them. Something real, something safe, something mutual. They are heaven sent. Now let me talk about the guilt you carry. The guilt for setting boundaries. The guilt for walking away from people who drain you. The guilt for not participating in dysfunction. The guilt for refusing to enable bad behavior. The guilt for choosing your peace over their comfort. You have been made to feel selfish, mean, cold, unforgiving, and you have internalized that narrative. You have started to believe that maybe you are too harsh. Maybe you expect too much. Maybe you should just be more flexible, more understanding, more patient. Stop that pattern right now. You are not being harsh. You are being honest. You are not expecting too much. You are expecting reciprocity. You are not being inflexible. You are being consistent with your values. Here is what they do not tell you about boundaries. People who benefit from you having none will be the loudest critics when you set them. People who took advantage of your openness will call you closed off. People who exploited your kindness will call you selfish. Do not let their accusations become your identity. They are not upset because you changed. They are upset because you stopped letting them use you. Your boundaries force them to confront their own behavior, and confrontation is exactly what they were trying to avoid. God says over your boundaries, I set boundaries in creation, day and night, land and sea, heaven and earth. Boundaries are not rejection. They are definition. They are clarity. They are protection. When you set boundaries, you are not being cruel. You are being created in my image. I have never apologized for my boundaries, and neither should you. The people who respected me learned to respect my limits. The people who respect you will learn to respect yours, and those who cannot respect your limits were never meant to have unlimited access to you. Galatians 6:5 activates over your responsibility. Each one should carry their own load. Their load is not your load. Their dysfunction is not yours to fix. Their comfort is not your responsibility to maintain. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to say no. Within 72 hours, a situation will arise that tests your boundaries. Do not bend. Your boundary is not mean. It is necessary. Let me tell you something else that happens when you are a mirror. People confess things to you. Strangers tell you their secrets. Acquaintances share their trauma. People you barely know open up to you in ways they do not open up to their closest friends, and you have always wondered why. Why do people feel so comfortable being vulnerable with me? Why do they tell me things they have never told anyone else? Here is why. Your energy feels safe. Not safe as in weak or passive, safe as in non-judgmental, safe as in authentic. Safe as in you have clearly done your own healing work, so you are not triggered by their mess. They can sense that you have been in the darkness and found your way out. They can feel that you are not going to shame them for where they are. They can tell that you see them as human, not as a project to fix or a story to gossip about. But here is the part they do not warn you about. Being a safe space for everyone else is exhausting when you do not have a safe space for yourself, and you have been doing this for so long that you forgot it is not actually your job. You forgot that you are allowed to say, "I cannot hold this right now." You forgot that just because you have the capacity to help does not mean you have the responsibility to help everyone who asks. Jesus spoke over your capacity. He said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. I spoke these words because I knew my chosen ones would carry burdens that were never theirs to carry. You have been everyone's resting place, but you forgot to rest yourself. You have been everyone's safe space, but you forgot to find safety for yourself. I am your safe space. I am your resting place. Stop pouring from an empty vessel. Come to me first. Let me fill you. Then you can overflow to others without being drained by them. You can care about someone and still not carry their burdens. Being empathetic does not mean being everyone's emotional landfill. And if they make you feel guilty for protecting yourself, that is a sign that they were never interested in mutual support. They were interested in unlimited access to your energy. Within 21 days, you will say no to someone who expected your yes, and you will feel freedom instead of guilt. This is the boundary working. Now let me talk about something that has hurt you deeply. Being made the scapegoat, the one everyone blames when things go wrong. The one who gets accused of causing problems you did not create. The one who gets labeled as difficult, dramatic, or divisive when all you did was tell the truth. This happens in families, in workplaces, in friend groups, in any system that is built on denial and dysfunction, because systems that are held together by lies need someone to blame when the truth starts leaking out. And that someone is usually the person who refused to participate in the lie. Here is how it works. Everyone in the system knows something is wrong. Everyone feels the dysfunction. Everyone sees the problems. But no one wants to be the one to say it out loud, because saying it out loud means things have to change. And change is uncomfortable. Change requires accountability. Change demands growth. So everyone agrees, consciously or unconsciously, to pretend everything is fine, to keep playing their roles, to maintain the illusion. And then you show up, and you do not play along. You do not pretend. You do not perform. And just by being honest, just by being real, you expose the game. And the moment you expose the game, you become the problem. Not because you did anything wrong, but because you disrupted the comfortable lie. And rather than deal with the truth you exposed, the system turns on you. They make you the villain, they paint you as the troublemaker. They convince everyone that you are the reason things are falling apart, when in reality, things were already falling apart. You just had the audacity to name it, and naming it made it real. And making it real meant they could no longer avoid it. So they punish you for your honesty. They exile you for your truth. They reject you for refusing to enable the dysfunction. God says over your scapegoating, "They did this to my prophets. They did this to my son. They do this to my chosen ones in every generation." The one who speaks truth becomes the target. The one who refuses to participate becomes the enemy. But I saw what you did. I saw your honesty. I saw your courage. I saw your refusal to participate in lies. And while they were busy blaming you, I was busy preparing your vindication. The same system that rejected you will one day regret losing you. The same people who blamed you will one day need what you carried. But by then, you will be in a new place with new people who actually deserve your presence. You are not the problem. The problem existed long before you said anything. The dysfunction was there long before you named it. The lies were being told long before you questioned them. You did not create the mess. You just refused to pretend it did not exist. Within 14 days, the truth you spoke will begin to be confirmed. Something will happen that validates what you saw all along. And you will know you were never crazy. You were just early. Now let me tell you what is coming for you. You are about to stop caring what people think. Not in an arrogant way, not in a defensive way, but in a free way. You are about to reach a level of self-acceptance that makes other people's opinions irrelevant. You are about to step into a peace so deep that external chaos cannot touch it. You are about to embody a confidence so rooted that external validation becomes unnecessary. And when you reach that place, everything changes. The people who were draining you will lose access. The situations that were triggering you will lose power. The opinions that were controlling you will lose influence, because you will have finally internalized a truth that most people never learn. Your worth is not up for debate. Your value is not determined by consensus. Your identity is not defined by perception. Archangel Michael declared over your freedom. The approval addiction is breaking off of you right now. The need to be understood by everyone is dissolving. The exhaustion of constant explanation is ending. You are entering a season where your peace will not be negotiable, where your boundaries will not be flexible, where your truth will not be suppressible. The people who could control you through their opinions will lose that control, and you will finally walk in the freedom you were always meant to have. Galatians 1:10 activates over your liberation. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? If I was still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. You cannot serve your calling and your addiction to approval. One must die. The addiction is dying tonight. Within 72 hours, someone's opinion will not affect you like it used to. You will feel the shift. The freedom is arriving. Now, I must give you this truth before we close. You do not get to choose what people see when they look at you. You can be showing them light and they will see threat. You can be offering them truth and they will see judgment. You can be extending grace and they will see manipulation. Because what people see in the mirror has nothing to do with what the mirror is showing. It has everything to do with what they are bringing to the reflection. If they are full of shame, they will see condemnation even when you are offering acceptance. If they are full of fear, they will see danger even when you are offering safety. If they are full of insecurity, they will see competition even when you are offering collaboration. This is why you cannot control how people perceive you. You cannot manage their projections. You cannot fix their filters. You cannot adjust yourself enough to be seen correctly by someone who is determined to see you wrong. And this is where most chosen ones get stuck. They keep trying to prove themselves, keep trying to show people who they really are, keep trying to correct the misunderstanding, but you cannot correct a projection. You can only refuse to accept it as truth. You can only detach from the false narrative. You can only keep being who you are and let time reveal what words cannot. Your job is to reflect. Their job is to respond, and how they respond is not your responsibility. Now seal this truth over your life. Say this out loud. Your voice activates what your spirit already knows. Almighty Father, the one who created me to be a mirror, I accept this assignment tonight. I release the guilt for how people react to my presence. I release the shame for making others uncomfortable. I release the burden of trying to be seen correctly by those who are determined to see me wrong. I am not the problem. I am the revelation, and revelation is never comfortable for those who are hiding. I will not dim my light to make others comfortable. I will not crack myself to make them feel better about their masks. I will not apologize for being real in a world full of performance. I am the mirror, and I will keep reflecting truth, whether they receive it or resist it. Give me the right people who can handle my authenticity. Remove the wrong people who require my smallness, and anchor me in a peace that their opinions cannot shake. From this day forward, I walk in this assignment without guilt. I reflect without apology. I shine without shame. In Jesus' name, amen. Heaven recorded that declaration. The guilt is released. The assignment is accepted. The mirror is no longer apologizing for what it reflects. Now complete your acceptance. First, like this video, this is not about numbers. This is about alignment. When you press that button, you are confirming you accept the mirror assignment. Do it now. Second, subscribe and turn on notifications. More revelation about walking in this calling is coming. Miss it, and you will have the assignment, but not the instructions. Subscribe now. Third, share this video with someone who has been apologizing for their light. They need to know they are not the problem. Send this to them. Fourth, type "I am the mirror" in the comments. Let other chosen ones see they are not alone in this assignment. Let heaven record your acceptance. Type it now, chosen one. You came to this video wondering what was wrong with you. You are leaving knowing there was never anything wrong. You are the mirror. And mirrors do not apologize for what they reflect. Keep shining, keep reflecting. Keep being real in a world full of performance. The ones who are ready will thank you. The ones who are not will attack you. But either way, you will have done your job. You showed them the truth. What they do with it is not your responsibility. Go be the mirror. Amen.